Somebody said that they tuned into this show feeling it would be more so like sorority girls post grad, like working on a project together, and it more so feels like elementary students with no supervision. I was like, that is the perfect description of what I thought there would be a little bit more organization, even without, a higher up setting up what y'all need to do. I would think y'all would know what to do a little bit better or get things done more efficiently than this. Reminds me of Making a Band. I kind of wish it was more like Making a Band. They need structure. They need some kind of structure. The show's more drama than actual singing. I know. Was there even any singing last episode? The twins are Aggie very much, very much. Like they start a lot of the mess. They really do. I was trying to like the twins because they were adding structure. That's what I was looking for with the show. They were adding some of the structure, but they also add a lot of the chaos. Oh my goodness. They start so much mess. Keely thinking she the stuff. Keely literally is melting into the background at this point. She ain't even starting no mess at this point. All she did last episode was make some dinner. I mean, make the breakfast. Yes, making the band without P. Diddy's character or manager, like without any supervision whatsoever. It's like they just threw them into the environment like, okay, make these songs. And you would think people that were more seasoned in the business would actually be able to do it. But now you see why people need managers. Now you see why people need handlers. So they don't be sitting around arguing and drinking all day and smoking. If the twins weren't a part of the group, I don't think this drama would be going on. It wouldn't be drama like as chaotic as it is now, but I don't think they would have had the songs they had now if it weren't for the twins. That's one thing I can say about the twins. They are goal oriented. They get in their own way by wanting things done the way they want it. But I don't think we would have the songs they have now if it weren't for the twins and Aubrey. They should have brought in Lorianne. Now when it came to the dancing, Lorianne would have whipped everybody in shape. As long as she had, full reign. The problem with Encore is that Carlos King is the creator. He also created R&B Divas that didn't last long. I think he's good with creating shows that have drama, but I think he probably needs to bring someone in that will help organize things. They need a mediator. Yes, a schedule. Thank you. They need a schedule. They need someone that is going to be the final say, like, okay, come on. Even if it's like a producer to be like, look, we need to get this done today. If not, checks is getting docked. I bet you that would make people get on it. Look, if y'all don't create at least 2 songs today, because we keep bringing in these engineers, we keep bringing in these producers, and ain't nothing getting done. We wasted money. Y'all checks is getting docked. I bet you they would get on it then. The twins are talented. They just need to be slapped in the mouth a few times. Somebody need to come and rein them in. They are out of control. And it's like, whenever you get into it with the twins, it's always going to be 2-on-1, which is already out of line because both of them got the mouth. You know what I think, what my theory is? I feel like the twins, I feel like one is always egging the other one on. I think Fallon is the one that be starting the mess for the most part. It's mainly Fallon, Felicia, I feel like Fallon riles up Felicia. And I just feel like if Fallon would have came in this situation alone, she would have been just as messy. But I feel like if Felicia would have came in this situation alone, I don't think she would have been half as messy as her sister is. That's just what I've seen from my observation. Cause even in this last episode, when they were downstairs talking about I guess placements of songs or just what types of songs, like upbeat songs, Fallon ran up and told her sister that they were talking bad about her songs or talking crap about her songs. But then when she actually went downstairs after her sister was hyping her up and she confronted them about the songs, she was like, I didn't say that about her songs. And then she was like, well, my sister said you did. And his sister was like, well, I didn't say that. Girl, you literally just sat up there and hyped her whole head up to believe that they were like trashing her song. You can't tell them apart. I don't know why I always make the effort to tell twins apart. I can. One of them has like a crinkly weave and the other one has like straight weave or more straight weave. But and also, like I said, one is way more hype than the other one. That argument was it was so unnecessary and it was so childish and immature. I mean, she really hyped her whole sister up. Yeah, Felicia's the one with the curly hair. Not condoning their behavior, but I'm a twin and we just don't play about each other. I mean, I get it. I get it. You're automatically gonna have your family members back, especially if you're a twin. I mean, y'all have been A1 since day one. But just the way she hyped her sister up, and then when got confronted about it, she was like, oh, I didn't say that. I was just like, oh my goodness, y'all are the worst. Y'all are the worst, because Felicia didn't have to come downstairs going off. She could have literally came down and asked what happened. And a big part of the problem is, like, even though I do feel like the twins like get stuff done, a big part of the reason why they're having issues is because the twins are making the music, because they are so sensitive about their work that no one can critique it. And so therefore they're going to be so overprotective. They're not going to want to, as soon as you get ready to say anything critical about their music, they're shutting down. They don't want to hear it. Both your parents are twins? What? That's interesting. That's like really, really, really interesting. Both of your parents are twins? Are they really close with their Are they really close with each other? Like, are your twin parents? I don't know. That's kind of that's interesting. So that they both managed to find someone with a twin. I guess that's the main person that will understand them. Man, that's interesting. I agree they need to do an upbeat song. I agree with that too. Like, everything can't be like mid-tempo or slow. Y'all have enough. I mean, Pam has her gospel song, and then y'all have like the mid-tempo songs. Why not do an upbeat song? Yep, dad, identical, mom is fraternal. Wow. There's no unity. It's just the twins making music. I do have to mention though, with that whole situation with the producer and Aubrey and the twins, all of them were lying. Every last one of them lied. Like, but all of them put 20 on 10. I just think that first of all, I think that male producer coming in and starting mess and getting into it with the women, honestly, I think that is so unprofessional. Why are you getting into the mess in the house? You're supposed to be like, you're there to do one job. Like, honestly, even if Aubrey did tell you that the twins were talking mess on you, that's something that you probably should have just put in your back pocket and addressed it later. You're there to create music. You're not there to like be in the middle of drama and going off. and lying when people confront you about it. Like you did say what Aubrey said, but Aubrey did put 20 on 10, try to making it worse than what it was. Aubrey is a mess. I think Aubrey secretly is as controlling as the twins are, but she's just not as aggressive. She's very passive aggressive. You know what I'm saying? She'll do all the talking behind your back. You should like Keely. They really are one and the same. But she's a little bit better at, disguising it. She wants she's a control freak. That's how she was in Danity Kane. She wanted she wouldn't do what was best for the group. She was very selfish. She wanted things to go the way she wanted them to go. Why did Aubrey what was that about? Why did she move her mattress? That was so weird. What was that about? Like I don't get that. Like no one even really addressed it other than like, wow, her mattress is gone. But no one even addressed like, girl, why did you move your mattress? What was the point of that? Now I don't blame her for wanting to get away from Keely though. Like I probably would have as well, but why you move your whole mattress? Aubrey hasn't changed since making the band. Exactly. She hasn't, and honestly, she really can't. Even back then, she wasn't the best singer. She's very pop. Oh, baby. She like that kind of singer. Like, to be real, why is Aubrey here other than to start mess? I almost feel the same way I do about Keely. At least Aubrey, no, because Keely was in a record breaking. I mean, a big group as well. Two big groups. But it's like she doesn't make the type of music the rest of the ladies do. She made pop music, and she can't sing the way they do. So her voice on those records doesn't even make sense. It doesn't fit. Like when she was trying to sing on the gospel record, everybody in that house can offer something to a gospel record except for Aubrey. That's why she didn't want to sing on it. What was she? I can't make it without you. It sounded like she was trying to do a rock record. I can't make it without you. Girl. What is going on here? You didn't know Shamari was married to Ronnie? Girl, she let you know every chance she get. She did it on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Her husband, which I don't blame her. I mean, that's her husband. I don't mind somebody being proud of who they're married to, but child, Aubrey got to be there for the drama. Danity Kane ain't considered an R&B group. Exactly. The Lord said, "Make a joyful no noise," and Aubrey took it literally. What was that about? Even 3LW was more pop. Agreed. But at least there were two people in 3LW that could really sing R&B if they had to, because both Adrian and Notori can really sing for real, for real. So even though they sang pop songs, they had the voice. Not Keely. Oh, Aubrey thought it was just another reality show. I do think so, but I also the only people I think are that are really really there to want to make music. I think I think the twins do. I think Aubrey does. She just wants it done her way. I think Shamari. I think Shamari does. She just doesn't. I wish she would speak up more. I feel like if Shamari, I feel like they should have voted Shamari to be queen, because if she's able to actually speak up, I feel like she will actually be focused on the music, and she'll actually be focused on wanting to get things done and like delegating responsibility. I feel like she could do that, you know? I hope she gets the opportunity at some point. Um, I knew that Aubrey was not going to choose the twins, especially if the twins would just shut up for 2 seconds. Even though Aubrey was into it with the twins before that, I think had the twins not argued with her like inside of the, voting for the queen, I think she might have actually voted one of them to be, the queen. If they would have just not be so combative all the time. The only reason why she made Misha queen is because she no longer wanted to be queen. And Misha was the only one left. Yeah, I wish Shamari was more assertive. Me too. I wish she would just come in and like everybody else is letting their voice be heard. Shamari. Shamari can sing. Shamari was in a group, so she knows how this works. Shamari, I feel like Shamari has what it takes to be the leader. So hopefully Shamari speaks up and we can get her to be queen the next round. I think Shamari and Nivea should be queens. I don't get how Misha got it. Me either. I think Nivea would be a good queen as well, as long as, she could, actually take it seriously. But I think she would if other people were taking it seriously. I think she be like, goofing off because other people are goofing off. Ron need to get these girls together. Ron would have them. Okay, everybody get in line. Y'all go down to the studio, record this song. What song y'all working on today? That's what the queen needs to do. The queen needs to come in. Okay, what are the objectives? What do we need to get done? Okay, what song are we working on? We working on this song? Okay, who's singing on that song? Okay, y'all go sing that song. We have these songs that we have done. We need choreography done for these songs. So somebody go work with the choreographer, come up with the moves for these songs. Other people that are not the best with dancing, let's go work with the choreographer. Okay. Who has the vision board? Let's come up with, the outfits that we want. Or let's just come up with the song placement that so we can bring it back to the other ladies and we can vote on which order that we would want the songs to go in. Something like we need someone to delegate responsibilities. Keely should be doing that since she doesn't want to be in the group. True. Like I don't like Keely, you act like you're like above all of this and like you came here to be creative director and you came here to organize these ladies and you have not done that yet. Every time we see her, she's sitting around either eating or drinking some wine or shaking her head or rolling her eyes, but not actually contributing anything. Yes, Pinky, why isn't anyone taking dancing lessons? Exactly. The people we saw the first day, some people in that, a lot of people there need help when it comes to dancing. People should have been working on their dancing every day. That should have been like an everyday thing. Seriously. If we're gonna be doing choreography, we need somebody like whipping them into shape. It's been a long time for a lot of these ladies, so let's get to it. I just don't understand why they don't have a mentor in the house. I'm convinced this is strictly for drama. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. They do need a neutral party to make a final decision. Period. Cause this is really like little kids running around with no supervision. For real. working on their dancing and vocals daily. Agreed. And I would be ready to go home. Like if I was somebody that was seriously there to do some real work where we're actually singing, we're actually making music, we're actually dancing, I would be ready to go home because there's nothing happening. All we're doing is arguing and fussing and fighting every single day. Nothing is moving forward. It's embarrassing. And then at some point, we're going to have our ex group members come in and critique what we had. I wouldn't even embarrass myself like that. But I am excited to see like other members of their group like come in and like see what they're doing. Like I'm excited about that. The choreographer was in the recording studio with them sipping tea and watching the drama. Cause what else was she supposed to do? Ain't nobody trying to dance. All right, you guys, that's enough for Encore. Dang, we talked about that for a while. Let's go ahead and move on to Married to Medicine. Let me see. I'm trying to remember. Child, the main thing that happened on Married to Medicine is Contessa and Scott. Scott is guilty. Scott is guilty. Period. Scott is guilty. That's why he rushed out on that stage, because Scott, you and everybody else on that stage knew that Contessa filed for separation, right? Why are you behind the scenes acting, oh, if this about to be an ambush, I ain't about to do this. I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave. Why are you acting so shocked? Why are you acting so shocked? Scott's face with every lie he just assumed he are we supposed to be boo-boo the fool? Like, who you think you talking to? Some children? You're talking to medical professionals. They're not just gonna fall for your mess, Scott. It just didn't make any sense. And so clearly he walked out on stage trying to shut all that conversation down. Now, I could understand, like, under normal circumstances, I could understand feeling a way that Quad is out here speaking on your marriage. She's speaking on your marriage like she's in the marriage, like basically speaking on Contessa's behalf. I feel like, Contessa, you need to speak on your own behalf. This is a reunion. Scott wasn't even out there. You should have said everything Quad said. I think, Contessa, you are a grown woman. You are a doctor. You should be able to articulate yourself and say everything that Quad said. Why is it that when Andy asks you a question, you bounce it over to the other ladies to speak up for you? You are a grown woman. So I think it made it, easier for Scott to come out there and shut everything down because it wasn't coming out of Contessa's mouth. It's like the optics are bad. Quad is a happily divorced woman. So for her to be speaking on behalf of a woman that's still married, it just didn't look right. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't look right. It just made it seem like she was almost rooting for the demise of her marriage, right? But at the same time, did she lie? Clearly she isn't. And so Scott comes out there. Even Contessa said he came out here to shut me up, basically, to shut it down. Scott is always shutting her down. Always. And, when it came down to them questioning him about, well, are you being faithful? He said he said he is, but you're sitting up here entertaining uh illicit pictures from women on the internet. Why are you even responding to women sending you those type of pictures? Like, and then when the men came out and Curtis was like, well, you may or may not respond. Anytime Curtis opens his mouth, Curtis, I promise you, don't nobody want to hear what you have to say. Nobody want to hear what you have to say, Curtis. Period. He always say something out of line every single time. Question for the married women: does your husband call you his girlfriend? That was stupid too. That whole situation. And your child told on you, basically. Your child told on you, because if you... Hey Siri, call my girlfriend.
I don't see a girlfriend in your contacts. What is your girlfriend's first and last name?
See? It's not going to say which one. Why would it say which one? And how did you even set it up to say that? Scott, where are these rumors coming from? Oh no, where the rumors coming. Curtis and his cheating, lustful spirit. I know Jackie was so embarrassed when he said that. Like, people just waiting on you to slip up, Curtis. It's only a matter of time. I mean, just the way he talked, it just sounds like it's only a matter of time. Scott think we done. Exactly. He thinks we're dumb. He thinks everybody in that room is dumb. He thinks the audience is dumb. We're not stupid. Like, we see straight through you, Scott. And at the end of the day, because I watched Heavenly's live talking about it. At the end of the day, Scott is not going to change. Contessa is not going anywhere. So you might as well stop complaining. Because anytime your friends speak up, you kind of... even anytime your friends try to like help you with the situation, or try to like tell you what to do or what you should do or give you advice, you kind of like lash out. So, and you don't seem like you're going to go anywhere. So might as well stop complaining about it. Cause he ain't going nowhere. I mean, cause he ain't going to change. He ain't going to change. And I think the only way he possibly might change is if she leaves him and really puts her foot down and leaves. It might scare him enough to like want to do better. It may not. But either way, like, he ain't changing. She ain't putting her foot down for him to change. So, to be fair, their daughter Layla is bad. She might have made that up to get him in trouble. You know what? I can't even argue with that at all, because she say whatever's on her mind. That little girl say whatever's on her mind. She really do. Anytime she's in the scene, she's saying something low-key embarrassing. So you might be right, but that doesn't negate everything else he did. So I have a feeling someone Scott's been creeping with is going to expose him. I'm surprised they ain't exposed him already. Maybe they still, benefiting. Once they stop benefiting or stop wanting to play the second fiddle, it'll come out. Contessa has to speak up to Sky how she was with the ladies in the back. Exactly. It's like, why are you snapping on the women harder than you snapping on your husband? I'm like, okay, let me tell you, all you gotta do, you only gotta do that one time with me. But I'm gonna be like Heavenly. Don't complain about it. Don't sit up here and tell me all of this stuff and cry about it. And you ain't gonna do nothing about it. You just gonna run back to him and pretend like life is good. Well, what are we talking about? I don't believe in calling kids bad. I mean, I wouldn't call them bad to their face. Oh, anyway, I also want to talk about Jackie and Simone. And when they laid it all out, it's like Jackie was mad because Simone didn't speak up for her against Buffy in that whole situation and say, Jack, I'm not like that, and you did not stick up for me, but you're quick to stick up for Toya and her terrible behavior, but you won't stick up for me. And then it's like, well, Simone feels like, well, you don't stick up for me against Heavenly, and Heavenly constantly, has something negative to say about me. I don't know, child. Toya told us episode 1 it was all a lie. Like, I'm just like, if y'all just not gonna be close, or y'all not friends like y'all used to be, it's fine. It's fine. Why do we have to go through this every single time? I feel like if this were real life, if this were not a show, they just would have went about their lives and just, avoided each other. And when they saw each other, it would be like a quick hi and bye. Some friendships just fade into the black. It just happens like that sometimes. Like, I could see both sides. And also, sometimes when that trust is broken and y'all can try to get back to where you were, but it just don't feel the same. You just can't get back into the groove of what it was. Y'all don't even feel comfortable the way that y'all used to be. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't even, when y'all do hang out together, it just don't feel the same. It's unexplainable. It's like the spark is gone in your friendship. Buffy said on TikTok she only told Simone about her infertility as her doctor. Then Simone told Jackie. She said they were afraid she was going to sue. Ooh. If anything, she should have been mad at Simone then. I mean, yeah, she should have been mad at Jackie for telling the world, obviously. But I would have been mad at Simone. I would have been mad at Simone. Like I would have been more mad at Simone than I was Jackie. Or at least equally mad at both of them. Like, because that and isn't that like against like the Hippocratic oath or whatever oath they took as a doctor? You ain't supposed to tell people medical business. I low key want to see this TikTok. What's Buffy's name on TikTok? Buffy. A HIPAA violation, right? Let me see. I think I found her page. Oh, I thought it would have been the last TikTok. This don't look like it. That's it. Anyway, but yeah, that's more serious than I knew. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that she told Simone, who told Jackie, who told the world. Both of them are dead wrong for that. But mainly Simone, like I I don't know if I could be cool with Simone after that. That's too much. Cause not only you violated on two fronts as a doctor and a friend. Child, that's more deep than I thought it was. Mm, mm, mm. I found her TikTok. I thought the video would be one of her last videos that she posted. I don't think that's it. I'm gonna have to go through her page when I get off of here. But yeah, I hate how they're faking it like they are friends even though they aren't. Yeah, I know. They're faking it. They're faking it. But like like somebody earlier said, Toya called it. We all knew they were faking it. Because Simone's sitting up here talking about, oh, we're still hanging out and we're still studying together. Okay, girl. Don't nobody believe that. It's the video where she has on a bonnet.
I told everybody multiple times about my fertility challenges on the show. You were there? No, let me regale you of what actually happened. Simone told Jackie my business in the car on the way to my Fab and Frugal party, which was early on in the season. And because Jackie told everybody my business at her party, it forced me to address it. So when you see me talking about it, it's because I'm being asked about it repeatedly after Jackie disclosed my medical information. But of course, you were there. You know the sequence of events. You know that everybody was shaking in their boots because they were concerned that I was about to own all of their asses. You know that Simone called me and was scared to death because she was in a green screen and they were asking her, well, how did Jackie find out about Buffy's medical information? Because you know why? Because the producers searched all the footage and could never find any footage of me telling anybody on that cast about my medical history because I didn't. Simone knew because why? The more you motherfucking know.
Excuse this language. Y'all. That's trash. I'm sorry. That's trash of them to do. Uh uh. So Jackie really ought to be ashamed of herself for going off on her. I didn't even know it happened like that. It makes Jackie's behavior even worse. It makes Simone look like, oh my goodness, Simone, how dare you? How dare you reveal that woman's information to your friend as if it was some just like gossip? What type of doctor are you? And then for Jackie to reveal it to the world and then exactly be dismissive and even aggressive when the woman like comes to you with this, when she confronts you about that and try to hold you accountable. That is like my mind is blown. Wow. Wow. Mm-mm. That's awful. That makes me look at them in totally different light. Mm-mm. I heard that Buffy indeed talked about it and they thought it was going to be shown. It wasn't shown before Jackie announced it. Is it he said, she said? I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know. It just don't seem like this woman is lying. It don't seem like this woman lying. But then again, why isn't she suing? Is it because she's friends with Simone? Because Simone definitely would be the main one to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? She might when she get in trouble with like her license or something, like, cause that's serious. You heard something different? Well, what Heavenly said Jackie apologized a lot off camera, on and off camera, but they only really showed Jackie kind of snapping at Buffy that one time. I don't know. Heavenly will defend her friend to the end of the earth. You know what I'm saying? She treat her friends the way she treats daddy. They can do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? So you can't always go off of what Heavenly says, you know, when defending her friend. But I don't know. I guess we can't. All of it is hearsay. Child, I didn't know that. This kind of like maybe that's why Simone felt so betrayed by Jackie because she said something in front of everybody. I don't know. Because if she told you and then you went and spread it in front of the whole world, something that possibly could have got her in trouble, maybe that's why she's resentful of Jackie. I don't know. I don't know. I heard that Buffy indeed talked about it and they thought it was going to be shown, but it wasn't shown before Jackie announced it. I'm convinced these doctors and therapists kinky with their friends about patients regularly. Cause shouldn't that be something that's very hush hush, like very major? Like, if anything, she should have let Buffy be the one to say it, if that's how it went down. And maybe Jackie feels a way towards Simone because like you let me take the rap by myself, even though you were the one who told me this information. I don't know, y'all. Cause it seemed like it's deeper than what they're talking about. Like it seems like it's deeper, and so that would make sense why they're not cool anymore. A little bit more sense. They do, but they shouldn't. That's deep, deep. I didn't expect for it to get this deep in here, y'all. Mm. Allegedly. I'm just gonna put allegedly on top of all that because I don't know. I'm going based off of what Buffy just said out of her own mouth. I don't know. I'm about to move on to Real Housewives of Potomac. It does make more sense. On a lighter note, right. Let's move on. Um, so let's talk about Potomac. Um, Candace's new house was giving. I loved her new house. I can't wait to see how her house is gonna look when she's got it all decorated. Now Buffy needs to shake Contessa and tell her to stop doing all that crying. I'm screaming. Let me get back to So let me go ahead and okay, let me talk about Candace real quick. So Candace, I love the house. Um, she she did it without her mom, so all of y'all can shut up. I don't understand why everybody has such a big issue with Candace, her mom paying for things. She's rich. That's the way rich families work. White families do that all the time. I mean, white rich people take care of their family well into their 30s. You know what I'm saying? Buy them houses and everything. A lot of them. Like, so I mean, it is what it is. That's the way rich people work. So I don't see a problem with it. The only thing is her mom was so overbearing. So I could understand wanting to get away from your mom purse strings because she just feels like she has so much control over your life. But I'm glad Candace got her own house. Her mom has her own room with her cut out in the room. Generational wealth. Right. That's the way that works. And also people thought it was weird that Dorothy has her own room. Candace has a 6-bedroom home. And rich people also do that. When they have like huge mansions, they do have a room just for their parents, dedicated to their parents. Now the cutout is weird. But I mean, that's the way, that's look, that woman, she obviously do things her way, right? Fine. I don't have a problem with any of that. So Candace has bonus children. Her husband has what? 2 baby mamas, because she was like, she was gonna be the 4th, and he was like, no, you'll be the 3rd. Child. So anyway, he has 2 baby mamas. 2 of her kids are staying there with them, and she's a bonus mom, and so she's fulfilling her bonus mom duties. They asked Candace, do she want to have children? Candace is very iffy. They both seem very iffy. He already has at least 3 children. So I don't know. Do y'all think they're gonna have kids? I don't think Candace really want to have kids. It just don't seem like she does. Like people that want to have kids, or maybe she just doesn't want to have them right now because he already has these, grown children. I don't know. I hope Candace really did know how to do that basic math problem. I know. Oh my goodness. It was so easy. It was literally subtraction. I was like, please like hurry up and move on from this scene. Cause I was like, how did you not know how to do that? What else with Candace? They just seem like they're really happy. They seem like they're really happy right now. She seems like she's like, in a better place. So I wouldn't mind being the fly stepmama. I think, how old is Candace? She's got to be like early 30s. She still has time if she wants to have kids. And if she doesn't, she has stepchildren. I think she doesn't want to be his 3rd baby mama. Well, girl, you married him. You knew he had 2 baby mamas when you married him. Like, and you wouldn't be like the 3rd baby mom. You would be his wife. You'd be the mother, the wife and mother of his children. It wouldn't be like baby mama, which never mind. I ain't gonna say that. So, let's talk about. I guess we'll go ahead and talk about Giselle since she came over and visited Candace. Um, Giselle is so conceited. Why does she compliment that little girl's eyes only to bring up her own eyes? Like, girl, shut up. She's so conceited. because I'm just like, why she was like, my bad, y'all. Why she only bring up that girl's eyes to bring up her own eyes, and then basically was like, well, go hang this coat up. That cracked me up. I was like, okay, so when they went and sat down and talked or whatever, she let it be known that her and things are not going good with her and the pastor. Clearly, no one expect for it to work out with y'all. Like, that was doomed from the beginning. Your own children said it. And plus, when all the tea got spilled at the reunion, it makes it hard to keep putting on a front. So yeah. We always ask our children to hang up. Yeah, like I didn't see nothing wrong with it. I just thought it was funny. um what else happened? Is that it for Giselle for now? We'll talk about her fight with what you call it later. Ashley is pregnant. She's pregnant with this man's second child. Ashley says she's never seen, she doesn't really know what, having a father in the home looks like, and she goes on to say that he's been a great father to her kids, and then they play a flashback of her going to try to be with her father. That scene, I don't even like Ashley, but that scene is so sad to me. Maybe because, daddy issues, I don't know. But that scene was always so sad to me. I kind of wish they wouldn't have done that on camera. That's like, for them to just be able to throw in that scene whenever they feel like it. That's kind of really like sad and cringy, and I kind of hate that for her. Another cheater with a lustful spirit. Oh, that's why Ashley married her dad. That is so weird. Like, that is so weird, because even Ashley at one point said that, Michael reminded her of her dad, or she looked at him almost as like a dad. It's so weird. It's not uncommon for people to look for their father in their partner. That's not uncommon, but you literally found a man your dad's age. Like, that's weird. Ashley is not about to make me believe all of a sudden Michael is this doting dad. Oh no, they're definitely trying to rebrand. They're definitely trying to rebrand, and I don't even feel like they got chastised enough. Michael really got to slip and slide out of any sort of accountability for grabbing on these other men's butts. I feel like personally, I feel like he should not be able to come back to this show, because imagine if one, Michael was grabbing on women's butts. Two, imagine if Michael was a black man grabbing on women's butts. Okay? There would have to be some sort of consequences and repercussions. Okay? So it's really not even cool that he gets to prance back on this show, if we're going to be honest. And two, I agree. I don't ain't Michael in his 60s and 70s, child. Like, he done raised his kids. I wonder, how does his kids feel about having like brand new siblings? Because they got to be at least in their 30s. They got to be at least around Ashley age. Like, exactly. What if it was Ray? I definitely think the backlash would have been way harsher, and I can't imagine. Both Ashley and Michael were freaks. Her first appearance on the show, Ashley was grinding on Robin's backside. Right. He's doing a poor job of acting like a doting dad. He was. But like Ashley said, she doesn't have anything to compare it to. She doesn't. Like, her father wasn't in her life. Clearly she didn't have, but then again, wasn't her uncle in her life or something? So yeah, you're not gonna fool me, Ashley. You're right. You can't fool me like he's this doting dad and you don't know what a good dad looks like. You had your uncle, what was Uncle Bebo or something like that? His son is older than Ashley. I know they had a fit when he married Ashley. This is my money. Why are you trying to give it to this woman and then create new beneficiaries? Well, okay. Ashley's pregnant. That's about it. Uncle Lump. That's what it was. Uncle Lump. I knew it was something country. Imagine if Michael was black and grabbing white women. That's it. He's 75. That's creepy. Either way you look. Exactly. I totally agree with that. I totally agree. So, who else? Karen. Karen is trying to have this vow renewal with Ray. Oh wait, no, they're not calling it a vow renewal. It's so nice we had to do it twice. Karen, we don't care. We don't care. Ray was just talking about how when he talking about how he didn't love her or he didn't care last season, like all of a sudden this season y'all done fell back in love. Okay. Okay. Girl, we don't care. I mean, like, the only thing I could say about Karen is she's looking good. I think she's looking good. This whole situation between her and Candace, though, if I was Candace, I would feel a way towards Karen, because Karen, you're leaving out the fact that not only does Candace feel a way towards you because of the whole Monique situation and how you remain neutral. She's mad because you called HR on her, and you called HR on her for no reason, basically. Like, I don't know. I would feel a way towards Karen as well, but Karen seems to want to make up with Candace. I think she just wants to have another person on her side, honestly. But they did seem to have a genuine relationship at one point. It's a shame what happened. I had a feeling you were live. Oh man, you sure haven't been in here, girl. We towards the end now. The renewal is another storyline for Karen, other than her bionic woman friend, Mia. Before we get to Mia, Robin. So Robin, child, they building a house. Ain't no telling when they getting married. I mean, even the producer sounded tired of her when they asked her about marriage. Like, so when y'all get married, girl, well, the pandemic happened and this and then girl, please. What they probably gonna wait another 10 years before they get married. She gonna stretch this storyline for as long as she can. So they go out to like a yogurt place, and we're talking about Housewives of Potomac. So they went to a yogurt place, and like Juan goes in on Robin. Like, it sounded like a father scolding their child. Like, Juan was going in on Robin, like like, you don't get up until 2 o'clock. Sometimes, you barely get your day started. When you do get it started, it's barely at 10 o'clock. I want my kids to eat healthy. They always eating Chick-fil-A. I mean, basically calling her out for being lazy. And Robin does give a lazy tea. She already gives like a lazy tea already, like even before all of this. But the pandemic happened and she felt less motivated because, why am I getting dressed up to go anywhere? Why am I getting dressed up, not going anywhere, don't have anything to do. It sounds like Robin is depressed. Um, for her to want to just sleep all day like that. Um, Juan should not have said her behavior was unattractive. He knew it was being filmed. He has no regard for Robin's feelings. I agree. I feel like I understand where he was coming from. He was trying to let her know that he had an issue with her behavior, but the way he came at her I feel like was a little bit too harsh. A little too harsh. Because it definitely sounds like depression, and maybe he's not equipped with that information about depression, about mental health issues. And so he how men address things. They address things real rough and harsh. But I do think he probably shouldn't have blasted her like that on TV. It was rude. It was rude. It wasn't he wasn't compassionate at all. He could have given her a little bit more compassion. You know what I'm saying? Um I would like for her to go receive some counseling or something like that, because it does sound like depression. I actually felt really bad for her. And then right after that, right after blasting her and telling her everything he didn't like that she was doing, he said he wanted to have children. Like, but you just got done talking about how you didn't like her behavior. You think throwing kids in that is going to help? I am so glad Juan Dixon is not here right now. I know she wished she wasn't there. Robin's doing a lot. She's trying to get their taxes in order, trying to do the hats, dealing with two rambunctious boys, flipping houses. Um, it sounds like she probably hasn't been on top of all of that. You know what I'm saying? It seems like it, but maybe, I could be wrong. One was sounding like Dietrich from Ready to Love, talking about more kids and saying, "Hey, you're 40. We don't have much time." What even happened in that scene? I'm just like, y'all kind of waited a long time to want to have more kids, and for you to be saying this, I would think like even what he was saying like he wanted to have girls. Like how are y'all gonna have make sure y'all have girls unless you do some sort of like in vitro, you know what I'm saying? Which is gonna take more money. And then like he was talking about, well, we can have twins. So you do know we can't just place order for children unless you like go to like a doctor's office and have them like fertilize the eggs with what you want, right? Like he was just talking, he was talking crazy at the end there. I was like, Robin, you just put up with anything. Yeah, IVF. That was like, I don't know, y'all. That was kind of weird. Why doesn't one try to lighten her load instead of complaining? Exactly. I don't know. I feel like he could like, you want them boys to eat healthy, bring some healthy food home. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things that you want. Why don't you work on that? One wants to be a girl's dad. That's the popular thing right now. And he also wants to have a little light skinned girl with green eyes like Robin. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. But most likely the baby probably gonna come out looking exactly like the boys, just a girl. Juan is all she knows. They've been together since high school. It is kind of sad because clearly Robin don't think she can get anybody else or do better or doesn't even want to. People seem to give Juan a pass for his looks. He literally just got a stable job and wants to come for Robin. True. That's very true. You're right about that. And then he tried to point out her age. You 41. Okay, well, how old are you? Because the top of your head telling me you ain't far from 40. I mean, he really tried it. Like, he was really trying it. I'm sorry, you ain't gonna try me on camera and not have me say nothing back. I don't think he likes her too much. He don't treat her like he like her too much. He do treat her like, he doesn't put her on a pedestal. Like, he don't treat her like she's like, he treats her like a buddy or something. Not even a buddy. One acting like Jeff D. Yes, he do act like Jeff D. Yes. Yes. But Robin just doesn't even put up any sort of fight at all. Like, she just gets treated that way. Robin spent some time in juvenile detention when she was younger. I didn't know that. She do seem a little rough around the edges. I did not know that. Didn't her parents have money? Why was she going to juvenile? What was going on with that? Robin actually has a good personality when she's not with Giselle. She can do better if she wants to. I believe that. I actually liked Robin, like the first season. I liked Robin. She wasn't so up under Giselle. You know what I'm saying? She was like her own woman. But as time went on, she just became kind of like Giselle's sidekick. It's like he's tolerating her because she's the breadwinner right now. Her parents were well off. Like, why do she act like that? Like, she just the difference between her and Candace, and take away, like, because Candace does have like an air about her a little bit, like she's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Candace does act like she's rich. You know what I'm saying? She acts like it. Robin is very down to earth, but it just seems like Robin would behave differently. But people act like people are who they are. I feel like Robin is who she is. I want better for her. But anyway, let me hurry up and move past this. I didn't mean to stay on that for that long. Wendy. She the only one left, right? Yeah. Wendy. Wendy got some work done, baby. She got her boobs done and definitely got a BBL. Okay. And definitely got her nose done or something on her face. I knew her face was looking different. Okay. I feel like whatever she got done, it was very slight. It's not like she got anything major. Like, if she did get a nose job, it didn't completely change her face, but she does look different. What I didn't like about Wendy is you have this whole party specifically to expose your new breast. And then get mad when people ask you what else you got done. You invited them to ask about your medical procedures, your plastic surgery to your body. Just a few tweaks. Girl, please. That got on my nerves. She looks amazing, though. I will say she looks great. It looks good. She didn't do too much. Please don't do anything else. You look great. Okay. She probably got some lipo or something to her stomach too, because the doctor was looking at her stomach as well. But wait, isn't that's what a BBL is? She probably got the stomach, like her stomach fat, and put it in her butt, or whatever else fat, and put it in her butt. I hope it was just makeup on her face, not a nose job or skin bleaching. I don't think she did skin bleaching, but I definitely think she did something to her nose. And her butt, not sure why she doesn't want to address the rest. She got fillers. Right. Look, girl, if you invite me to a party talking about your plastic surgery, don't get mad at me for asking questions. Nah. And Bravo was wrong for showing her old butt compared to her new butt. Robin was wrong for bringing it up in the first place. No, she went wrong. You invited me to come look at your plastic surgery and get mad when I ask about it. No, wasn't nobody wrong for that. And then that brings us to Mia, who has had all the plastic surgery in the world. She was very open about it because Wendy was trying to be nasty. Like the woman asked what you got done, and then you had the nerve to be snippy, like, well, what have you got done? It seemed like you got a lot done. And that woman literally went down the entire list of things she got done. And girl, we can tell. We can tell your face don't look like it moved. I don't know. She doesn't like it's not like the plastic surgery makes her look ugly, but that whole plastic look, it just, I don't know, it just doesn't look human. I don't know. That woman, she just didn't look human. And then they asked her about her husband because she just like, yeah, I have grandchildren. And everybody's like, your 12-year-old has a child. And she was like, no, my husband is 38 years older than me. And they were like, well, how old is he? He's 68. No, yeah, he's 68. And then they were like, well, if he's 38 years older than you, then you're 30. And she was like, wait, no, 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 I'm not 30, I'm 36. So really, he's only 32 years older than you, which a lot of people don't even believe she's 36. The plastic surgery could be making her look older. I'm just gonna go with that because Kylie Jenner, her plastic surgery makes her look way older. So it's very possible that all of her procedures are making her look much older than what she is. Cause she don't look 36. I can do without the new girl. I'm over her already. A lot of people like the new girl, and she ain't doing it for me yet. I mean, it's her first episode, so maybe she'll bring something more, but she didn't really I didn't see the point. I think Mia and Candace need to go to remedial math classes. Girl, I'm sorry. If you're coming on a show like this, you know people are going to ask how old your husband is and how many years are differences between y'all ages. You should have had that on lock. You should have it on lock anyway. Like, I mean, that's your life. I think Mia and Wendy both have body image issues. I don't even want to get into that. She looks 45. Wendy does look good. Mia's at least in her 40s. I Come on. Who doesn't show off the top of their who doesn't know off the top of their head how old their husband is? Right. Mia caught the Scott lying. At least she made like an impression on her first episode. She just didn't blend into the background, I guess. Um, Wendy told the ladies that Candace wasn't coming. Robin thinks that Candace just doesn't want to face Karen. I don't think that's the case. Yes, I know like the back of my hand. I'm older than my sister by 13 years. My older sister is 9 years old. I mean, people just know that. People just know things like that. You know what I'm saying? Then they all go sit down at the table, and I forgot how it got to this point, but Giselle and Karen get into it. And y'all, I don't know. Karen and Giselle carry the show, obviously. It's like the same way that Portia and Kenya carry Real Housewives of Atlanta. Karen and Giselle, they have like this frenemy relationship that is always going to be like the backbone of Real Housewives of Potomac. And a lot of people got their life from their, argument. But it was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of weak to me. Like, it was good, I guess, in the moment, but it was still kind of weak. It was like, here go Giselle, you're drunk truth, you're broke truth. Girl, here we go with the drunk storyline. You're drunk, and here we go. Didn't we do this already? And then we had Karen with, you got a hot box. Their reads were weak to me. I'm sorry. I know people got their life from it, but it was weak to me. I will say Karen won because she do always clears Giselle. Giselle is not good on her feet. She's not good with comebacks. Like, she could start the mess, but she's not always good with comebacks. Unless she has like some tea that you don't know about, she's not good with comebacks at all. But yeah, it was easy to beat Giselle though, because her calling out Karen was weak. Okay, can y'all tell me what Sing Sing was? I didn't know what Sing Sing was. Maybe that's why I thought it was weak, because I didn't know what Sing Sing was and I didn't look it up. Okay, Ray is 80. Thank you. Thank you. Like, that's not even a read. Like, and stop bringing Ray into it. Ray ain't doing nothing. Nobody. Like, that's not cool. And it's not like she don't know Ray. You know Ray. Like, why you keep talking about Ray like that? I don't like that. Giselle will never come back from Is Jamal coming? That's what she's really mad about. Like, that's what she's really mad about. That's what she's really mad about. That's why she's really mad. And she really expected for Karen to come in apologetic. Why? Why do you think she should come in apologetic? Oh, because she talked about my family. You talk about Ray every chance you get. Karen thought Sing Sing was a mental institution. She said it on what? Oh. Ooh, she hit below the belt on that one. Ooh. Ooh. Because supposedly, allegedly, there was a point in time where Giselle, she had to check into some sort of mental health facility because of all the stuff that Jamal was doing to her. Wow. Child, I didn't know that. And he never came. He stayed in her phone. Child. Why? I just don't understand why Giselle would even double back. Like, I hate that she did that. I feel like that gave people all the ammunition they'll ever need against her. That's all the ammunition anybody will ever need against her. If Giselle can come with it, the glove should be off now. She hit as far below the belt as possible. Oh yeah, she also revealed an STD. Child, is that what hot box meant? Mm, mm, mm. Well, I'm trying to think. Giselle has hit pretty low. She's hit pretty low. So she just got to be ready to take whatever anybody has for her, to be honest. And be ready to fling something back. Giselle already said she was telling all Karen's business. That's why Karen went that low. It's messed up, though. Karen also said on Watch What Happens Live that she said some of the things only get to Giselle, and they may not necessarily have been true. Child, all of them doing too much. They just doing too much. I don't know. It's still like it. Karen knows she hit below the belt though, child. She knows she hit below the belt. She was gonna make sure she won that first argument. Mm. Yeah, that's why I can't necessarily like stick up for Giselle, because Giselle, she be hitting below the belt with everybody else. Like she knows she hit below the belt. I can't even say nothing in defense. Candace, Robin, and Giselle are going to have to join together in order to get Karen. Karen is becoming quite the leader. She is, because I feel like Giselle used to be the one. It really is between Karen and Giselle. It just is. Like it's their show. It's their show. Just like I said, just like Kenya versus Portia, it's Giselle versus Karen. It's the show really gets carried by them every season. And whatever arguments they're having, it's going to be like this side versus that side. um but I need for them to get some new material. Like somebody, I watched another YouTuber say that. I forgot who said it, but they need some new material. I agree. All right, you guys, I did not mean to be on this live for an hour and 30 minutes. Shout out to the 70 something people in here that was in here. Make sure y'all like this live. It used to be Monique versus Giselle. Now it's Giselle versus Karen. It's always been Giselle versus Karen since season 1. Like she used to get into it with Monique. She used to get into it with Monique too. But Monique and Karen tended to be on the same side, against Giselle. But it's always been Karen against Giselle from season 1, and like the etiquette. They've always had a rivalry. It's always been like this frenemy type of relationships since the beginning. Probably since they met each other. They just bump heads because they both want to be the leader. And people follow behind Giselle. People follow behind Karen. It is what it is. Giselle went in on their tax issues. She sure did. She sure did. Since Giselle didn't move her seat that first episode, Karen been yes. Yes. That's when she brought up the etiquette. All of that was so stupid. I'm so glad they moved past that idiotic. It was fun though. It was fun back then. I feel like the show starts off fun like that. Like Real Housewives of Atlanta started off fun. Fun shade. Like, oh, I didn't put you on the guest list to my party. you know, it was that kind of drama. And then, like, as the time goes on, it always gets deeper and deeper and sinks down into the abyss of gutter dirt, like it did last season. And I can't take it. The fun shade is gone now. It's nasty. I know. It happened with Housewives of Atlanta too, because I binged Housewives of Atlanta, and it used to be fun. And when it started getting real nasty, is when Kenya got on the show. That's when it started getting nasty. When people started getting hidden below the belt and throwing some like below the belt shade and just some like nasty stuff, just being gutter. Kenya brought that. And I feel like that's where this show is heading. It's taking a turn for in the same direction. Thank you, Brittany Means. Thank you so much for your super chat. Love your channel. Hugs to you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Gutter snipe Kenya. I mean, that's her behavior, child. She that's her behavior. That's the way she acts. She do act like one. But y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of this live. Shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you like the video before you leave. I really enjoyed this conversation. I want to start doing more girl talk videos. They won't always be about reality shows, but this was fun. I will see you in my next video. It'll probably be like a Married at First Sight video or something like that. But see you later.